Hi, my name is Leonardo Prazeres, and I'm going to talk about our paper, Life Lamp, Materializing Emotions, developed with Daniel Locatelli, Guilherme Giantini, Vitor Curti, and Guto Requena. In our paper, we argue that people create a relationship with the objects they possess, where they seek to own stuff that represents a kind of self-projection of these persons. It means that when some customer choose between similar products, according to Chapman, they seek to select the one that has more existential mirrors, allowing them to view and experience their dreams and desires in real time. This projection can be reflected in the shape of the product, the fabrication process, the philosophy of the company, and so on. However, sometimes a designer has to develop an object that needs to take into account specificities from a large number of persons or a small group of individuals, depending on the task. In such case, it's possible to notice that in the current mass production culture, it is extremely difficult to consider individual personality traits or symbolism of each person throughout the design and manufacturing process of a product. In this sense, we agree that design and emotion can play a major role in this task in order to create engagement between an individual and an object. In our work, we present a designing concept, the life lamp, that was developed by the Brazilian designer Guto Requena, where the author use concepts of design and emotion to create an object carried with emotional meaning, and in this way generate a bond between individuals with each other and between individuals with the object itself. With the designing method presented here, the designing product is capable of represents, for instance, a generation of individuals from a family or the family itself. The life lamp is a unique object made of 3 layers and a singular shade that produces a complex image, expressing the paths and surprise of our existence. The designing process is a hybrid between a top-down and bottom-up approach. In the top-down approach, the designer uses 3 different-sized shapes, similar to a heart, as base to the next phase of the design process. In the bottom-up approach, an agent-based modeling was used to process the emotional data with a form-finding digital approach over the 3 predefined concentric heart-shaped geometry. Each heart shape were scaled up according to the different life stages of 3 individuals: a newborn, a 30-year-old person, and a 70-year-old elder, in order to generate a rhizomatic look-like shape. This was made using the software Rhinoceros with its plugin Grasshopper and the add-ons Collabra and Cocoon. In the design process, the volume peaks from the audio files were extracted and converted into binary data. They were taken into the design process as input parameters of the behavioral algorithm of the agent-based system. The control of the behavioral parameters by the audio files was a design strategy that allowed variation, non-deterministic occurrences, integration, and synthesis of the sound data as a geometric representation during the form generation process. So the agent starts to work from the smallest heart shape using as input data the heartbeat from the baby and moving over to the next bigger shape using as input data for its behavior, the adult heartbeat, and so on. The next design step consisted of thickening the resulting trail paths. To do so, the most appropriate method was to use a Martian cubes algorithm by the grasshopper add-on Cocoon. Here we can see the phase of the designing process, since the collection of the input data, passing through the modeling finishing with the SLS nylon 3D print, and after that the assembly with the LED device. Once the virtual modeling of the lamp was completed, the file was sent to the SLS 3D printer that was capable of printing the product in its morphological specificities. Thus, both the design and the production process were able to collect personal characteristics from different individuals and manufacture a customized artifact without harming their production chain. As a product that communicates a symbolic message, LifeLamp reveals itself as a dialogical object. It is in essence a three-dimensional geometry based on an interpretation and symbolic representation of human emotions as numeric parameters, carefully organized to form an object or icon, which ultimately conveys a meaning. The message, the human life cycle, the complexity of its layers, and the beauty of its finitude, and the medium, the lamp, are merged into a single element. In this way, the lamp becomes the means of propagating this message. Thank you.